You ready? Hello, hello, hello. Right, guys. First of all, I would like to see if I can get an AV check because I have been messing around with some of the sounds. Am I coming through loud and clear? That's what I'd like to know straight away, because what I've done is I have sorted out a lot of the issues that I have had. I have redone the sound. Excuse me. Redone. Good evening, Dev. How are you? I have tried to redo a lot of things, and I'm trying to, just tidy some loose ends up at the moment. So if I'm coming through loud and clear, that's fine. I noticed when I watched one of the VODs back that I was kind of missing. You couldn't hear some of the things I was saying, so I've upped a lot of the sound settings and moved the noise gate a little bit. Mr. C, how are you? I managed, before I get cracking, we are going to be doing fishing bonus, very fishing Barency. I've managed to sort out the issue that I had with my streaming PC. I complained to, I'm horrible. I complained to Microsoft and they sorted the problem out because I didn't want to lose anything. And I kept thinking, the settings that I have on the gaming PC, or the streaming PC should I say, would have meant that I would have had to have gone off air for about probably a couple of days to sort them out. So if you do lose me sound wise, I would just like to know. And I believe the game sound should be coming through absolutely fine. So how are we all today? I'm trying to stream, and I'm trying to do my best to stream. I'm going to say every day. I'm going to get tired because I'll tell you now, I am tired. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right then, so when I was on this last time, I think the idea was I was working my way up to about $400,000 or euros. Thank you, Dev. So I could get a better ship, or should I say boat, as well as that. And good evening, Cornish. How are you? Let's do the hellos. Mr. C. Dev, how are you? Kempy, how are you? And the Cornish gnome. Good evening, sir, and how are you? That's everybody that I can see at the moment. For you lurkers, you can have one of these. Have a day off. You always say to me, have a day off, but if I have a day off, I kind of think I should be streaming. So to be honest, I don't really take days off if I can. I took 2 days off last week because I didn't get a day off work. And at the moment, it's looking like I'm having to rearrange things to get a day off work this week. I do break up this week, so I will probably be around a lot next week. Sunday on the way. I like to stream on a Sunday because what I like to do is stream Sunday in the day. My reputation is Green Captain, which is going up anyway now. Because I haven't played this for a while, I then have to remember half of the settings as well. That's one of the things that does me. So if I remember right, I think I hit that button. No, I don't hit that button. See? You have to remember everything when you come back to games. There we go. Then I go for there we go. 50's got it. I don't know if I've got anything out there, so let's put some bait on these. What did we do last time? I think the bait we used last time, I don't know if it was shrimp. Mackerel you can't use at the moment. Krill. I need to work out what. Oh, I'm not remembering a lot, am I? There we go. Let's bait that one up, not with mackerel. Let's do it with shrimp. So that's got shrimp on. Bait removed, so that's what you do. We'll put shrimp on that one. That's already baited up. Celebrating on Sunday, I'm saying anymore. Celebrating on Sunday. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't say it's your birthday on Sunday, please. Because I would have that. And looking at my counter, would that work out at 9 days? I'm going to check something. Are you going to tell us if it's your birthday? Because I wouldn't want to miss that. I'm going to check that room. Find out if I've missed a birthday. Because normally I don't miss them. Right, I'm just having a look. We're looking at Sunday, September. We're coming to the end of March. No, because I don't have it. Well, actually, April. You haven't put yours in my birthday room. Not saying anything. Well, I don't want to miss it, do I? I wouldn't want to miss it when you're in my chat as often as you can. I need to work out what's gone off there. I'm spending time just sorting this out. We did V-Bruce. I've got 2 lined up already. The first one is in 9 days' time. So if you're saying yours is on Sunday, I'm looking in this room. I will blame my moderators if I've missed this. Cornish is going. I know what it is. I know straight away. Let me just look through. Right, Cornish. I will say one thing. I do not see your... I don't see anything in here for you. So if it is, what you need to do, you're already in my Discord, I know that. What you need to do for me is get into the birthday room, and because you're not saying anything, I would put something in there just for the fun of it. Now, let me work this one out here now, because I think... Go fishing. There we go. Right, let's see if this works. Yeah, it does. I don't think it will take me too long to get the hang of this. It can't be the 21st of the 3rd, because that's tomorrow. And I don't have anything telling me that. And if I've missed Cornish's birthday, I will not be happy, which means I will have to have a chat with my moderator, Mr. Empire. And Kempy, birthdays, we need to get in that room. So, I've got the birthday room open just to see if anything appears in there. That's what I have done. I won't be happy if I've missed it. I will not be happy. So guys, let's get that sorted, please. Right, so I've got... Oh, there we go. I've only got 3 out here. I've got 1 over here, which is saying that it's been out for 17 hours, 6 minutes. That's 1,000 hooks. That's going to be ready for coming in. Let's go for all species. There we go. I can't see either. Thank you, Dev. Thank you very much. Now, Cornish, you have been following me for a fair while. So let's not play silly boggers here, and let's get your name, or if it is a special occasion, let's get it in the birthday room so that we can all celebrate it with you. That's what I would like to see. And if you keep going... you must be in my Discord. Guys, can you send Cornish my Discord link, please? Let's get this sorted. I cannot have a follower like Cornish in my chat and we do not celebrate his birthday. It would be sacrilegious. It would be a disgrace for all 50+ squad followers. Let's get that sorted, please. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kempy. He will have a special one now for that. And I will correct that at the end of the stream. How could I miss a birthday like that? Oh dear. Right, well I can see the boys here for... I don't want to... But there should be another one a bit further out. Yeah, there it is. I've got 2 here. Still haven't seen anything appear in Discord. Right, so if we head that way, we'll be heading over to... Have a quick look here. Oh, I've got... Hang on a second. Oh, I've got quite a bit out here. I think the last time I played it, I was supposed to be bringing some fish in, and I think the game crashed on me, if I remember rightly. Going to go over to those other two and find out. Head in that way. We'll give him time. We'll see what happens. We'll give him time. If he doesn't want to tell us that he's going to be over 100, then that's going to be entirely up to him. For some reason, Cornish, I always thought that you were part of my Discord. I always thought you were. I think I need to head right out to this lot here, because that's been out for 16 hours. 500 hooks on that one. We've got 1,000 hooks on this one. I think, remembering the game exactly, I'd need to bring these in first, which is the one that's been out for 18, because after 24 hours you start to lose fish after that period of time. Trying to work out which one it is that puts you inside the boat, but you know what? It's all going to come to me soon. Pick up the radio and call for help. I've got 249,000 krona, that's what it was, krona. I need to get to 400 krona before I can change this ship for something a little bit more, what can we say, a little bit more pretty. Look at this. We need to get something a lot prettier than this. I've upgraded what I can on the boat. You can only carry so much on this one. There we go. I'm going to just slow down and remind myself of some of the controls. Options. I just want to remind myself of some of the controls. Which one is it? The one that lets you open the map, engines, X, top engines, I know that. Toggle searchlight, doors. Switch view position, so it's V. There we go. There we go, 50's found it. Can they interact when driving? Of course you can't. I've got the key sorted out. They've just gone blue now, they have. So that means they've been out there 18. I'm trying to work out when the best time to bring them in is. So that I can bring in, but that's 1,000. I'm going to risk leaving that one and going for the... Have a look. In fact, that's 14. That's 17. I need to bring the blue in. I think that's what I'd need to do. Let's swing over. See how calm the water looks as well. Here we go. Right, so let's just swing this. Gonna level up the heel up. Right, here we go. Now let's bring that right down. I'm not going to catch, no. I don't think I'm going to catch that one. Right, we'll go steady. Right, I got that. So we got it. Right, let's have a look what I need to do. I've got that. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, this is what I want. Good. In Best for Laugh, I can get perfect and get less. You can get good. Oh, that was okay. 33. So 142 pollock, 109 haddock, and redfish 18. This is what I really don't like at the moment when I'm trying my best to cut them in a straight line. Yes, of course I want to gut them. Oh, here we go, guys. Let's see if I can get to the... Oh, my God. I need to sort something out about the way I'm doing this. Oh, so bad. 50 needs help. The larger fish, great. There's a bigger area. The smaller fish, 50 struggling. Oh, that. I think it's the speed that you have to do it at that keeps it in a straight line. Look at that. That wasn't good. So gutted 2,527.2 kilos. So we've got that on board. Let's just have a look. So that's been brought up. I'm looking to, by the time I've travelled up to these, I'm assuming it may take me, looking at that, probably an hour or so. That one only been out for 15 hours. I don't know if I'm going to get anything off these at 5 hours. Right, let's get out there. So we need to go to long line 6, long line 7. Make a move. Long line 3. I won't be able to carry much more anyway because I'm probably half. Yeah, I'm halfway to being full. Right, Cornish. So now, Cornish has finally decided to join my Discord. Please, Cornish, will you get into that birthday room? And if there is anything, I don't know if he can get in it. That's what I don't know. Let me see if I can change his rules. Rules. There we go. Right. Now Cornish should be able to get into the birthday room. I've just upgraded his status. If you could see what I can see, Cornish, there's a lot of activity going on at the moment. So you've been welcome to the madhouse. Have you noticed now the boat is laden with fish, how it's sitting a lot deeper? It's then reacting a lot different to the turns that I'm trying to do. Try and see. And I have to realise that I think it was Mr. C that was saying to me that when I'm doing this I have to look at the scale of the map as to how close I am to things, because it will make me look quite close here but I'm not that close. Yeah, there you go. I kind of prefer it at night time, because when you do it at night time, at least the boys they'll show up red. Trying to see how they lie in the water. You don't seem to be able to see them from a distance anyway. As I pan around, you just don't see them. I don't think it's over this side. Trying to work out on what the angle that it's on. Mr. Monkey 50, isn't it? Oh right, okay, something has been added to the birthday room. Oh, we're celebrating. Wow. Do you know what I'm going to do, Cornish? I'm going to keep it to myself. I won't tell anybody. I won't tell anybody anything. It will be our little secret. That's right, he's 21 going on and I won't say. Right, let's have a look, get closer. So I'm a fair way from that. I'm kind of looking forward to the fact that if I do manage to get up to about 400,000, that I'll have a different ship, which probably would give you... There we go, I can see something in the horizon, just here. I can see something. And while I'm doing this, do you know what I'm going to do? Just reset the wrong thing, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do this while I am streaming. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get rid of that. Let's just bring this one up. I'm going to amend something right now. Let's go down to a crawl. There we go. Not giving me that. Why is it not giving me? I've come in just a little bit too tight on that one, so it won't let me have that. Just going to pull over a little bit. Right, let's try that. I think the thing with this game is you have to get that angle just right. If you don't get it right, it will not... There we go. Right, I can take it there. But before I do that, I'm going to correct something. I can't. There's no way I can do this without. There we go. That's it. Make sure I got my spellings correct. And it is on. What date do you put? Sunday. Finished on the 24th, 25th. There we go. 25. So if I now hit that, there we go. So now, if you look at the top above me, you will see that the counter has changed. There's no way I could forget Cornish. It just could not happen. So that's set and changed. Let's put everything back to how it was. So that will now count down for you. Right, let's do this. Turn that up in here for me. Wonderful. Can't add it to Empire Space. No, you won't be able to. I've already got it anyway, so thank you for that, Dev. I'll get that it's sorted anyway, but I'll add it to it. So not a big catch here. We've only got 82, 47, and 6. It's the gutting that I have an issue with at the moment. I need to work that one out a lot better, because I'm not able to. I push away from everything, which are the magnets, which try to pull you in the wrong direction. And it's difficult in the sense, oh, that didn't even work, that one. Someone can delete Dev's. Now, I'm going to see. I don't think I can. I think I can. Bear with me. See if I can add anything to it. Let's have a look. I don't know if you have to have a certain privilege. I'm just going to try something. 25th. No, I can't add to it either. I think he's got it set as a read only. So I believe that would have to be, you have to download it, open it up in Excel, and then do it again. But I'll get Empire to sort that out. There we go. So I think we're going to be full now. Let's have a look. Let's go fishing and see how we are. I don't think I'll be able to take another one. So what I'm going to do is take this lot back in, get it sold, and then I may be able to come back out and get another haul in. We'll go this way because I believe I'm quite close to the shoreline here. Yeah, I'll have to come in this way. It's coming up to 7:45. Sorry, quarter to 8. Get my 24-hour times correct. Even on full power, with the weight the boat's carrying, it's not travelling as quick. It's not performing as good as it normally does. So we'll see what we can do on that one. It's a milestone, Cornish, to get that far in life. Anything after 21, it's all downhill, believe you me. A lot of things stop after 21. And then, believe it or not, when you get above 50, it's obsolete completely. I need to know, we've got a light flashing over there. Let's just see where I am heading. Yeah, and then I've got to go around that bit of the island and head down here. Excuse me. We'll stick with the 21. We'll stick with 21 because I am 22 this year. Ignore that 50 plus thing. That's just a ploy to get you guys to follow me. But believe you, 22 this year, and looking forward to it as well. I think that's wow, this thing is performing incredibly. Turn the light off inside. 50s on the beer. Right, okay, look. Why is it every time I have a drink everybody thinks it's beer? Okay, right, guys. If you the thing that I like is you guys think I'm an alcoholic. It's called summer fruit. Look, if you see beer that colour, look, I'll take it back so you can see. It is not beer. I can actually correct you on that one, Cornish. I think it's 65. In fact, I'm sure it's 65. And then at 65, you get your honorary bus pass, which, to be honest, I think that'd be quite good, to be fair, getting on a bus without having to pay. Do you actually get, I have to catch the tram most mornings. So, would you get a pass that would give you, what's the word, that would give you access to the trams and everything else? Hello, that's all I'll say then. That's all I will say. You will make the only difference is you're going to make somebody happy. Let's turn the caps off. I always have caps on for some reason. Cornish, behave yourself. Well, only a year. Do you know something as well, Cornish? To be honest, right, what you've put in Discord, I am exactly 1 year older than you, and that's exactly what you've put in Discord, so you'll know my age. They do in London, as trams are run by the TfL. As now, the only person that would know that is Dev, to be honest. So does that mean I'd have to move to London, and then I would get full access to the trams, the buses? Do you get it on the trains as well, Dev? Do you get it on anything to do with that? Is it just a standard thing? Because it sounds good, that does. Because to be honest, when you become a senior citizen, which is where me and Cornish are heading at 22 and 21. Yes, only the local metro tram service. That's not bad, that's quite good. That is quite good, because you're then not stranded as such. Mr. C's yawning. How are you? You then, to be fair, you're then not stranded, are you, if you want to get anywhere? Because I think with a lot of we'll say the over 22s and 21s, they tend to feel when they get to that age they're a little bit stranded. It's my favourite lady. Oh, I know that would warm your heart. Buses in London run 24/7 as well. Yeah, they do. Yes, yes. I think we have that service now where it's like how when the trams were first introduced, what they tend to do now on a lot of the buses, they tell you the waiting times as well and when the bus is going to turn up, which I think is a good idea now. Which is something that I think arisen through what the trams and the trains were doing. Because I can remember when I was younger, you used to have to remember, you just used to have to remember the times of when the buses were coming. There was none of this go to the bus stop and your bus will arrive in 15, 20 or half an hour or an hour's time. There was none of that. It was always one of those things where you had to, know your times, your bus timetables. Most routes in London, buses like every 5 to 10 minutes. That's good. That's not bad, to be fair. That's quite good. Like this morning when I was waiting for the tram, one had broken down this morning, so I got up. I get up early to get the tram, just so that I can get into work for a reasonable time. So I get up and everybody's waiting on the platform. Then what happens then is, for those people that were looking to get to work a little bit earlier, you then tend to find the platform then becomes overrun. And if you'd have seen the chaos, the amount of people that were stood in front of you, pushing in front of you, just because if this tram comes and you all can't fit, you then have to wait for the next one, which means people are going to be late for work. You don't get an announcement that the tram's broken down, but there's 2 tram lanes. So one of the trams had pulled into the far tram lane. A lot of people were walking over the bridge and trying to get onto the other tram, and then they realised that it was broken, and there was just one guy, I think, that's how you do it. There was one guy that was just stood there, and I think his job was to say to people, this tram's out of service, but he didn't want to speak to anybody. I can tell you that now. He did not want to speak to anybody. Have a look at this light. So everybody was pushing, hustling and bustling. I managed to get on the tram. I'm not an easy person to push out of the way at times. So I just literally stood my ground. You should have seen the people as well. And they were all standing up. Some people got seats. I mean, I just stood up because I always think it's when the tram's full the way it was, I just stand up so the youngsters can sit down. I do. That's what I stand up for. So it's coming up to 9:25. I'm going to go back out again in the dark and see if I can pull these other fish in. Because looking at this, we're going to have... We've only got the one, which has been out for 21 hours. So by the time I've put this lot in and claimed the money off it, I haven't got that far to go for these 3. If the free bus pass when issued has an English road used nationally. Alright. Yeah, I'm learning a lot here. I thought 18th. That's great. I think 21 is going a bit. Yep. You know something as well? Think back guys, to when you were 18. How wonderful life was. Not a care in the world. Not a worry. You didn't worry about anything. Life was about enjoying yourself, having fun. Well, that's what it was like for me, let's put it that way. I didn't have a care in the world at 18. Went out oh, I used to have a brilliant time. I had an amazing time. And then there are some of us that can't think that far back. Oh dear. I'm trying to work out where I've got to come in here now. I think it's over here. Oh, what is it? I can only zoom into the boat, can't zoom into... I've got all the lights on as well. Looks battered, don't it, as well? I think they've done a good job of how the boat looks. Look at this. All the metal's tattered. The boat looks worn. Oh gosh. Do they still do kissograms? I don't know if they still do kissograms, to be honest. Yes, I come in this side, so if you think about where I'm heading, I'm actually heading the wrong way looking at this. I need to come in on this side. Over here. I can remember when kissograms were out there, guys. They were hot stuff at the time. Always remember. I think the boat running at full power, I've got a fire underneath, look at this. I'm gonna have to slow down. I've got a fire, look, it looks like there's a fire underneath the boat. So I'm running on full power. I think I've got a bit of an issue. Look at this. I think I'm burning the engine. My son is 15 and when he turns 18, as long as he doesn't get up to the filth of antics. Now, you see, this is what worries fathers, parents. We always turn around and say that we don't want our children to end up doing what we did. But then you have to ask yourself the question, what is it that we did that we don't want our children to do? That's the question you have to ask yourself. It's okay saying, well, you know, I don't want my child doing what I used to do. What is it that we actually did that is so detrimental, that is so disgraceful, that we don't want our children to do it? Now there's a question for you. Because I would say most of the things I got up to, I would in a way like my son to experience them. The bad things that I did, I could say no, I wouldn't want him to get involved in any of that stuff, because look, whatever happens, we've all done something at some stage that we've gone, I shouldn't have done that. You get what I mean? Now this is all in the early days. Because when I was 18, well, I'll say before that, I used to go around with some pretty dodgy people. and I had to step away from that, as you do. I had to step right away from that, because it could have got me into some really seriously dodgy stuff. I'm just looking at how mature this particular one's getting. 22 hours.
Is ready for stream. Y'all watch it.
Geordie, thank you very, very much for the host, sir.
You ready?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have got Geordie has landed with a new idea. Geordie, what is this idea that you have? Please, 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 please tell me so I can work out what it is you know that I don't. Yes. I've got to come in this way because I've got a boy here. I've got a boy over here that I don't want to cross the line and cut it. That's what I don't want to do. I'm kind of concerned about this light that is under. I'm going to see if it's created by me turning these lights on. Let's turn that one off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Oh, there we go. That's what creates it. So the game has the light that runs through.
You ready?
Thomas Whitman, thank you very, very much for the follow. And I have to be careful I don't run aground as well. Look, it hasn't got a glass bottom what I can see, look. But according to the light, it has a glass bottom. It would be nice, if you think about it, Dev, if it had a glass bottom, to be honest. But according to this, it hasn't got a glass bottom, but the light seems to shine through it as if it has got a glass bottom, which is a bit weird. The smoke's kind of making me wonder, is it going to make it back? Here we go. Geordie's on a BRB. A nuclear reactor in this thing was to see, it would be better if it did have something like that, because at least if it had a nuclear reactor I'd be able to hold a lot more fish and I could just pollute the water and I wouldn't have to put a net down. That's another way of looking at it. If I didn't have to put a net down, that would be nice. Like you were saying, get some C4. Excuse me, guys. See, this is at full. Well, that's full power. I kind of like the way they've done this because it does look like the engine's about to explode. Right, so if we start slowing down, get ready to pull in. Right, let's concentrate. Oh, it's starting to rain. What's that all about? The difference is you'll get damage. There we go. So we're going to sell the fish. There we go. Look, at this. I've earned quite a bit. Completed the job, success. Gear. 500 hooks long, 250,000. They're still out. That's still out at the moment on shrimp. And I've got another 250 baited with shrimp. I'm not doing too bad on that. Sales, look, I've done, what's that? That looks like 5.8 million revenue. There's no way I've got that. 41,000. 47,000 net income. There we go. Look, that's what I've got off this. I'm up to 296,000. So really, you're looking at another 2 hauls, and I should hopefully be able to get a decent boat. Right, so let's get these lines. If I remember how to do this. Dock. There we go. Change the name. Let's have a look. I don't know about the refueling so much. I'm still looking that what I'm bringing back is pollock, which isn't bringing a great deal in. Redfish, haddock. It's cod. Right, so I've got these hooks baited. I didn't put anything out, so let's get these baited. It's mainly shrimp. I'm going to try something different and just see what they'll bring in. And I'm going to try something different on each. What does crab bring in? Let's have a look. Crab will bring in. Oh, we'll try that. I'll try it anyway. It's worth a go, isn't it? Right, we'll try that. So I'm going to take these out, drop them lines, and then what I'm going to try and do is bring the last lot in. I seem to feel that I have to reverse, because if I go forward, I get damage off the side of the boat. I've noticed that, and I'm trying to work out if that's a glitch in the game, because theoretically I should be able to go forward and just go straight out. But every time I go forward, I'm banging against these rubber tyres and I'm getting pure damage. Oh, jeez. Okay, no problem. Kempy. Green Daz, whoa, how are you? The fishing's going good. I'm trying to work my way up to. I need to get to about 400,000. Green Daz, thank you very, very much for the host. This is for you. And this is for your 3 viewers. Thank you very much, guys.
You ready?
Welcome to 50 Plus Gamer. Thank you very much for that. Kempy, good night. So we have got rain. Let's get some lights on. Night, sir. I have to be careful that I don't run into the... Although they've been out for 14 hours. No, Green Daz, never say that. I've said that before. You're a streamer. You try and support the stream as much as you can, mate. I haven't been around for you guys either because of work. I will make up for that probably next week. I'll try and be around as much as I can. But look, I totally understand that life goes on. I really do. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm like. If you guys can... Whoa, that was quick. If you guys can get in, I'm more than happy. I don't want people apologising because life gets in the way of something, because life has to go on. Whatever happens. They never do that. And I know that you stream. You were doing, if I remember rightly, you were doing Mud Runner, and I think you were doing, was it Farming Sim at some stage? I've watched you do a few things, and I lurk. I mean, I apologise, guys, that I'm not one of these streamers that goes into a room and likes to start conversation. I lurk a lot of the times, you know, stealing ideas, looking at where I can do a little bit better, you know, things like that. That's what I do. To never apologise for it, guys, because I totally understand. I was sat here this evening and I was thinking, should I go on or should I play a game myself? And I thought, you know what, I'll go on, cheer myself up, and then I will come off and go to bed. That's what I'll do. Tomorrow I'm going to try, I was thinking about what I was going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to try, because I want to do the Surviving Mars. That's what it was. That's what you was doing, flight sim. Yes, and you did a pretty good landing. Aha, that's what it was. Right, so that one, oh, it's been out 1 day. That's ready for coming in. That is definitely ready for coming in, that one. So I'm going to go straight to that one and pick that lot up before I drop anything off. And I need to look at all species. I'm going to have to go. What have I got? I've got here. I haven't got anything that's. Have a look. Cod. There's no cod anywhere according to this. Right, so that's what I'm going to get from there. Pollock. Pollock is what I'm going to get from here. What I'm gonna try and do as well is I can get, there's quite a bit there. It's quite dense there, that is. I might end up going, I haven't been that far out, you see, as you can see. I've not been, all I'm doing is staying quite local. So what I'll do is I'm going to try and go far out. Busy with my car access. Use as well as. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. You bought a new one last Thursday. Oh, that's nice. What car is it, Green Daz, if you don't mind me asking? Because when you say a new car, is it used? There's not many people I know that can go out and buy a brand new car, a Ford Focus. Oh, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Economical as well. That's what you want. I always remember when the Ford Sierras and them were out. They were nice cars back in the day. Round about the mid-90s, they were nice cars, they were. Used, yeah. There's not many people I know that can go out and just, you know, go straight to purchase a brand new car. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 3 years, that's not bad. Whoa, 50. You need to slow down there. See the difference, how it manoeuvres when it's got no load on it. Kind of like a speedboat, really. Look, the bait's there, look. So they're all baited up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're the lines ready to go out. Now, Geordie's put some sort of UY6R7 YTG6. What's that for? Is that a code? Is it Twitch talk? I don't know. What's that mean, Geordie? hope it's not a password for something. Oh dear. Take control of the children, that's what I will say. Somebody was saying to me as well the other day that we're supposed to be getting the beast from the east again, this bad weather over Easter. Somebody said it's on its way back, and I'm trying to think to myself, if it's anything like we've just had, it ain't going to be very good. Because at the moment they're saying that this is the coldest autumn, isn't it? Spring, autumn, this is the coldest spring that we've had. So correct me if I'm wrong, has anybody heard that we're going to be having all this bad weather back again over the Easter period? I need to get to these long line 7 because they say the best time to bring it in is when it's been out probably over 24 hours. That's 1 day and 12 hours, that is. It's only giving you the sonar at the bottom. Forecast Easter Sunday, I have heard, the day I got down. So it's not going to be good then. Oh, I-62, yes, yes. Is that Insomnia? Is it at Birmingham? Yeah, I think that's Insomnia that you're on about, isn't it? I-62. I've never been to one of them, you know, Green Daz. I've heard a lot about them. I know that there's a streamer that I know that's on another platform that's going to be heading down to one of those. And it's supposed to be a good event. Is it at the NEC? I'm assuming it's at the NEC, with it being in Birmingham, because it's the only place I can think that could hold an event like that. Wow, this thing can manoeuvre quite good. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I was right. I mean, it will be aired on Twitch anyway. I think it will be aired on Twitch. So I'll probably end up watching it on Twitch or something like that. Right, let's have a look. There's nothing that I can see over there at the moment. I think that's useless, to be honest. It's only telling you what you can see. I went last year, but it was a little disappointing this year. A lot bigger. Well, I've been to the NEC on numerous occasions, so I can imagine. Was it at the NEC the last time? Yeah, so I can imagine it's going to be large anyway, because that is one hell of a place. Right, my idea was to be, I do single player. We'll have a look at that, Geordie, because you have this thing. The idea at the moment is trying not to put a lot of mods on the farm. because I believe that's one of the reasons why a lot of people haven't been on it. Right, let's see if I can get this right. So we are at okay, not be using, okay, so you won't be using mods. Right, let's see if I can get this. Oh, I've got an update coming through for my bloody graphics card. Wow, I love this, I do. Right, let's see if I can get this first time. No, I might be able to get it right. I'm going to swing around. It's amazing, isn't it, the updates that you get. I've just had an update come through for my graphics card, and I did one I'm sure it was last week I did one. And I'm always worried about things like that, because the last update I did for Microsoft, it messed the system up. I've just done an update on the graphics card, and it's asking for another one. Wow. Right, let's level this one up. Put it to 1 pulse. Right, let's see if I can get it on this one. Now that should work, that should, where I am. That should work. Yeah, there we go. We got it. No, still haven't got it. Why is it not giving it me? What am I doing that is wrong? Right, I got it on that one. I'm happy. Okay, let's get these fish captured. 5? That's not good. Why only 5? Why only 5? Oh, that was bad. Look at that. Now that's because I probably lost a lot of fish. I'm going to have to gut what little bit I've got. That is so hard to do. Yet the bigger ones like that, straight through. But I didn't do too bad. Previous round's quality. That was bad. I didn't get hardly anything off that. Still got these to put down. Have a look what the map's saying first. I can still drop some more in here. I'll do that. I'm just going to drop a line here. Bring this around. Work out where I am because... Right, swing that right round. Okay. Now I should be facing the right way. It's weird how it performs, Geordie, when it hasn't got anything laden in it down, which is a good... Right, I can go straight ahead now. So let's drop... Let's go forward a bit. And let's drop that. We'll say... We'll do the 250. Right, that's that one down. Let's see how far we got. See, I'm still outside, so I'm going to drop another one a bit further on. Let's do another 250. Get further in. I'm going to try and set them a bit of a distance apart. But now we're dead center. We'll do the 250 on that one. Okay, and I want to go, have a look. I want to come over here now because there's lots here. That's quite dense, that is. So I'm going to try and head this way, but that's just pollock. If I go all species, that then goes down. But if I go for a certain, I can just go for that side there. Head over there. This thing for me there is too small. You don't see enough on it. I can't even zoom in on it in any way. Yeah, I can't zoom in on it. It would have been not. I suppose if I get the better quality ship or boat, it will be probably built into the dash on that. That is so small. You don't see anything properly. And it actually says HD. I think it says HD. Excuse me. I think it says HD Pathfinder. Right, so let's have a look where we are. So I've got to turn completely round on itself. I think when I start heading back, the other ones, which are here, yeah. That's 18 days. Need to stay within my my range. Trying to get it in line to where it's supposed to be. I think I'm on. Yeah, it needs to come down here, don't it? Kind of looking at my fuel as well as that's going down a little bit. I've not thought to even look around. I can't interact and go underneath. Yeah, I think we're on the right course now. I've only got 2 lines left, and I think it's the 1000 and the 500. I'm going to drop the 500 on that one, See how I get on with that. And I've put different bait. I think I did different bait on each net. I think that's just to see what I can pull in off them. Wow, does that look anything like me? Really, guys? Does that look anything like me? I did say in this game that you can't do anything with the avatar, but look at this. He looks like he's really enjoying himself, doesn't he? I think it's somewhere along this ridge here where I'm heading. There's no look. I don't know what the horn is on this again. I forgot what button the horn is. No, it's not H. Not space bar. No, I forgot. Oh, hang on. I thought it was shift. No, not one of them. No. I'll end up pressing a button and losing the game in a minute. I did that last time. So we're heading directly to where we need to go. That's good. I'm going to have to look and find out what the horn is on this. I know there's a horn somewhere. I'm sure there is. Have a look. There's got to be a horn. There has to be a horn. There must be a horn. No, there is no horn. Free look, interactive, drive, switch first person. Wow. I'm sure there was something last time. Right, decrease, start board thruster and port thruster. No, can't see it. Is there anything on here? No. No. Early hours of the morning. Just coming up to 20 to 7 in the morning. Right, I think we are nearly there. Yep, we are nearly there. No, manly horn, boring. Don't buy this game. Oh, come on, don't put them off. Do not put them off. I kind of like games like this because this is I love. You know, I love doing my ships. This is kind of like when I'm doing the ships, which I used to do on a Sunday. Nice and relaxing, nice and chilled out. We're nearly there. I'm trying to think if it's worth putting. if it's worth putting the 1,000 on this one. I've got 1,000 there, which has got crab. What we get from that? I need to head, I think it's that way. Yeah. Slow this thing down a bit. Right, so we just get in there. I think the game's still early access because it gives you, when you press the M, you get in the load up screen as well every now and then. Right, there we go. So let's get them dropped now. Give it a few minutes in. I want to get right into where the darkest is. Right, I think I'm going to drop it here. There we go. Let's drop it. I just want to get right, here we go, dead center. Drop it now. There we go, thousands going out. There we go. That's quite a long line, that one is, look, as you can see. I'm kind of blocking it a bit. There, look, guys. Kind of blocking it slightly, but I apologise for that. $90, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Lee, how are you? So that's down, and let's see. See, it's not too bad. Wanted it more centered, but guess what? That's not too bad. And I'm quite a way out now. If you look at this, I'm quite a way out. They're all scattered. That needs bringing in at 20. So if I head, let's have a look what else we've got. Oh, look at this. Redfish is not, it's haddock. That brings a lot in. And look at this. I could have put one right there. I'm not going to head out to that area, so I'm going to probably head here and then pick these up because they're ready for coming in. And that's on shrimp, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll head this way. We're full. See, the thing with me on this game is I'm not looking to take a loan, and the reason I'm not looking to take a loan is because you're going to be £400,000 down as soon as you start getting fish on board. Where if I can get the larger ship through working hard on this one, whatever I make off it is going to be pure profit, which will go towards making getting my other ship. And I do believe, I'm not quite sure, that you can do trading. I think you can trade them in, and if I've got money plus the trading, it will probably work out better for me. That's how I'm seeing it. Right, so I could, said I was going to head here, didn't I? Anywhere here. That one seems good, and then I can head back over. Yeah, we'll head for this one. Then I can head back over here to come back in. Wow, look at this. looks nice. Yeah, we're heading here, so we're on the right direction if we keep. I'm not into the quick travel thing at the moment, so we kind of make the journeys ourselves. Look, I could do that, quick travel, and then that. To be honest, I'm not looking to do that. I've set the waypoint, which is going to help me, but I'm not going to do the quick travel. I don't think it's beneficial anyway in this game, and then it means that I can relax while I'm playing the game as well. 1,660 odd meters it is. And if anybody hasn't noticed, it's been raining all day. Oh, here we go. Look, Wales. You get them? Not the country either. I have to be careful of those. Look at that. That looks nice. There we go. Hope they haven't put me off course. No. That's not bad. I do like the way they do that. Look at that. The whale fins. Who's asked for a friend? Oh, Cornish, yes, you can come in. There you go. So we've only got 0.9 kilometers. Then I've got to head over to this side to pick up these, which are at the moment 22 hours, which is going to be right by the time I get down to them, because 24 hours is spot on. Just head in. Have a look. There we go. Thank you for that, Dev. I'll remember that. Right, so we're just coming up to the drop-off point here now. Right, I think what I need to do is aim that way and then get ready to drop. We'll drop anchor here. So that's those out, which is not too bad. I can live with that. Then we'll now head to pick up what we've got. So we've got all the lines out at the moment. We're going to pick up the last. I think this has got 1,000 on it, but if I get there at the right time, I'll probably collect a lot more fish than I would have done if I'd have left it, because it's now 20. We'll get there. It should be around about 23.5 hours that it's been out there. Looking at the way that's ticking down, yeah. Let me just kill that waypoint. Do this. At least I'll know where I'm at. There we go. I'm just going to put this on a slow motion just because I need to nip somewhere. I will be 1 minute, guys. Okay, right, so that was going at a relatively slow speed. Get that going. I didn't jump overboard. Geordie, yes, we will do that, definitely. I think I need to head more down. Look at these. These are ready for coming in. 23. Oh, these are going to go just over 24 hours, which means I'm going to lose fish. That's the difference when you leave them over that period. You just tend to lose fish. I need to understand once I've put them out that I can get a quick way of getting to them, because if they go over the 24, it's a bit of a pain when you're trying to bring as many fish as you can in. I haven't left anything until it goes the full length of the meter. And I think what I did look up on that is that if I go to it, not showing it me now because of what's in the way, it kind of gives you start losing fish after a day. I'm sure you do, because they work their way out. And I've got 1.4. I'm just that far away. You're probably asking me something I can't answer at the moment, Geordie. But we have got the server open for 12 people at one time. And I think when we used to stream it, we could have anything up to probably 6 or 7 people on the stream. I'm just counting it in my head. Yeah, 7. But off stream on the server, you can have 12 people on it. That's what you tell someone when they got soap in their eye. Geordie, I don't mind paying for it. Don't worry, I don't mind paying for it, not a problem. We will have a look at that. I'll try and look at it more when I'm off, like you've just said. I'll look at it. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that, mate. It's not that expensive as such, but I don't mind doing it. Wow, look at me. I'm way off. That's what the problem is. 50's way off. Head towards. There we go. Look, head towards the... Right, let's get this thing slowed down a bit. There we go. There's one there, look. Slow this thing right down. I've got... Let's go out. They're hard to spot. They're there, look. Not a problem, sir. Hopefully I'll probably see you guys tomorrow if I'm on. I'm going to try my best to get on tomorrow. I haven't got a day off Wednesday, but I'm going to try to get on and do something. So have a good one, Cornish. I've had to, oh, you see, I've had to pull back on that one because I've just realised where the line's going straight across, and I need to come at the right side. I have to go on the inside of it, and I've got another one over there. I'm just looking at where they all are. And the only way I can attempt these is by having them on the right hand side of the boat. I'm trying to make sure that I come in at a slow speed so that when the arrow points out, I'm not if I'm too close, it will not let me grab the fish. That's what it won't let me do. There we go. So if I then turn it, yeah, the red keep net comes up, and I just need to make sure that when I go in towards that the arrow, there we go. Yep, no problem. Taking that steady. There we go. Is it going to let me have this one? No, it's not letting me take that. Oh, there we go. Got it. Right. Let's see what I can bring on this. Oh, that's 6 is still not good. Why am I not getting high numbers? This is because you go over. I think it's when you go over a day. That's okay. It's not good. This is not good. This isn't. I haven't brought a lot in. So what I'm trying to work out now is why the fish count is so low. Well, it says it's so low. That's not bad. 135, 103 and 27. That's not bad. So I've got 6 that I'm supposed to gut. And please. I must have gone, I didn't want to gut them, you know. Right, so I've got to go for this line here. You're drowning the fish. Yeah, you can do that. You're right. You can do that if you leave them. Because look, it's 1 day and 1 hour, which is far too long for them to be out there. That's the problem I've got. So now I've got to work out. You see, you don't see the boys that well. That's the problem I've got. So I then have to go by sight. You see what I mean, look? I have to go by sight. And this is telling me fresh fish because I haven't gutted them. Now I know that you don't gut all the fish because some fishmongers like them fresh and they like to gut them themselves. See the difference? Look at the weight. So this thing is now taking a while to move. There we go. Where are you? There we are. They're just there, look. Try and see if I can get these first time. And don't go too close. It's this arrow needs to point out a little bit more. See, that's not going to let me have that unless I'm square on. There we go. I managed to get that one. That's given me 7. Nice. I'm only getting good. I'm not getting perfect. I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer. Still getting good, plus 18. That was a perfect at 23 on the last one. See? 9, 8 and 1. That was in far too long. Not brilliant. It's the speed you have to do it at. That's what I've noticed. Oh, wow, that was bad. There we go. It's the speed you've got to do it at that I'm finding out. Oh, God, that was bad. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. So really, let's get rid of that. Should I fast travel? No. How do I get rid of that? Remove. There we go. Let's turn it. Actually, let's just do that one. Something is blocking the ability to fast travel. Wonderful. Mad Alex Gamer 34. Whoop whoop. This is for you, so thank you very much for your host. And then for your amazing 14 viewers. There we go, guys.
You ready?
So something's stopping me from quick travelling anyway. Let's have a look. I'm not that far out anyway, to be fair. It was the wall. So the wall's stopping me. I am absolutely fine, sir. Absolutely fine. So that was stopping me from Dutchy 1. How are you? We've got Harvey JS, new to the room. How you doing, Harvey? Mini Meep? Mini Meep? How are you? I don't know. I'm looking at the last update was 1.016. It doesn't give a date. Dutchy 1, thank you very, very much for the follow. It doesn't give a date, Alex, at all. I'm just looking at it on that screen and it's not telling me anything. Normally what you get is you'll get a date of when the update came out. Hi everybody, version 1016 is up in the patch. We updated it. No, it just says updated the engine and bits and bobs. I like those emotes, Dutchy.
You
Rebecca R3864, thank you very much for the follow. Got to start loving in the Mad Alex stream. Wow. Mad Alex, were you doing anything other than trucking? I don't know what you were streaming today. I'm just looking at these follows that are coming through, guys, because I get them way before you guys do. Old Man Gaming, thank you very, very much. You'll be rewarded very soon.
You ready?
Right, let's get this thing stopped. Let's get him docked. The 150 followed in IGN member I can find, mate. Thank you very much. The IGN. I don't know if I've got a logo on this screen for that, to be honest. No, not at the moment, but I will get one because I think I need one. So 150, 118 and 29. Let's get them sold. So 49,000 that brought in for me. So that's put me to 337,000. So really, if I can go out and get another 50,000, that's going to give me 380. And I'm very close to being able to purchase my boat, which is the whole reason of tonight's stream. How's the farm looking? Oh, is it? So that's what I'm looking at doing. Right, so let's have a look at getting these things baited up. So it's the one thing I need to do is cod, because cod brings you in a higher price. You've then got your pollock, which is bringing you in the second highest, and these just basic. And I keep pollock's not bad if you can get a lot of it, not bad at all. So let's get these baited up. I've got, that's telling me mackerel. Let's have a look. Krill, it's got to be shrimp. It's got to be. And on the 1,000, we can go for, you got krill. What does krill bring a lot in? Oh, that brings you redfish. More redfish. You've got your, that only brings in a bit. So we'll do that. Right, okay, so they're baited up there. Let's go and drop these lines. Drop these and see how we are. Look at this. I'm going to drop them just here. Look at this. Because I've got, they are all scattered at the moment. And then I can move another line here. See what I can pull in off that one. So really, I just want to come outside of the harbour wall and just get this area covered. And I'm going to put both in that area. Right, let's get off. Get past that boy just there. And we'll get it just outside of this wall here. What we can get just there. Want to drop both nets at this side. Give them a fair distance apart as well. Let's get rid of this. What have I been up to? Work. Geordie. Sorry. Alex. It's just pure work. To be honest. As of... I break up Friday. I have to go in early Friday. But then the best thing now is I break up Friday for a week and a half. At least then I can concentrate on this a little bit more. See what I can get done. Right. I want to get into the centre. As such. Right, I think I'll just count this one in myself. I'm going to go for 250. Give it. Right, we'll drop that there. Which should. Yeah, drop that one there. Put a bit of power on that. How far am I in now? I'm going to go more. Go towards the far end. And drop that 1,000. I keep doing that because I need to see that I'm right in the center. Because as you drop your nets, it kind of changes the spectrum just slightly. Right, let's drop that now. Oh, Mad Alex. That means that you have done an amazing 1 tier at 2 months. You are a superstar. Let's go, baby. There you go. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you very much for that resub, which is a sub hype, my friend. Get this done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's 1, 2 tiers. There you go, sir. Right, I think that's finished that while I was looking in the other screen. No, I like the way you do that. Dutchy one, I like them emotes, Dutchy. You can keep putting them in, they look nice. I do like them. Right, so that's now given me, that's all the nets out that I've got. Looking at the area that I'm covering, you've got 11 hours on that one, 8 hours there, and you have got 6 hours. So really, I need to be heading up to this one. Oh, that's at 11. All right, that's 11. That's 10. What about this one? Oh dear, that's brilliant. That is. Do you know what, Mad Alex? That is the best emote I have seen on Twitch all year. But the only thing about it is that would give me nightmares. It's nice seeing someone different being played than standing streams in the Fortnite. You did. I'll disagree with you. I'll agree to disagree in the sense that I like to watch people do Fortnite. I don't like to stream them. We have another new follower in the room. Is it Skipperon666? Thank you very much. How are you? Welcome to the stream. So they're all out. Okay, they're out and ready to be picked up at a later date. Geordie has, wow, Geordie, that is nice. Now, Geordie has resubbed for 9 months. 9 months, Geordie. You know that? That is, you are nearly onto a year. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Can it give me 4? Can it give me 5? Now you see, I'm getting told off myself for spamming the room. You can't tell me off. You can't tell me off. Oh, you see, it's telling me I can only put so many in the room as well. What is that all about? So there we go. Wow, my mood bot has told me I cannot put any more in. Command exceeds cancelled. Too many commands sent in too short a period of time. Wow. That deserves one of them, Geordie. Thank you very much. You'll get done for the caps, so be careful. Be careful. Right. So let's have a look. I've got to head. You see, these are all too early to come in. So what I'm going to do is come back in. I'm going to get fueled up. I'm going to see if I can. I don't want to spend any money, but I've got to. Obviously, I've got to spend money on fuel. Boat needs repairing. Yep, you do. 9 months is a Twitch baby. Wow. What are you going to call it? What are you going to call your Twitch baby, sir? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to another one of these. I'm going to see if I can get in on a different dock, which is round the back of here. I'm just going to see if I can do it. Yeah, call it Mad Alex. That would be nice. So the Twitch baby is called Mad Alex. Whoop whoop. I feel sorry for that Twitch baby already. They always say, don't they, when babies are born, they look like old people. I'm not trying to say anything by that, Mad Alex, but you know. Baby Geordie Bite. No, I like the Mad Alex. I like that. Because the babies look like old people anyway, so all babies look like Mad Alex, just not, they just haven't got that much hair. I think that's the issue we've got. We've got a baby that's got more hair than Mad Alex. I'm trying to work out. Mini 50 I think is better than Mini Me. I think I've got to go, I don't know if it's around this. No, it won't be. It'll be down here. Yeah, it'll be down here. Yes, Alex, you have got loads of bloody hair. Hair, here, hair. You've got lots of... Look at me. Look at this. This is me not having a shave. I've got to sort all that out, look. Look at that. And I am not going to shave until I am off and see what I can do with it. That's what I'm going to do. Not at the moment, no. Okay. Right, well, not at the moment. So what I've got to do is just bring this round here, find out what this one is. Exactly. Right, so what I'm going to do, we'll get around this side here. We'll get no, I'm not. Believe you me, I'm not. I'm going to try and dock into here and see what this does. And then we'll see what this brings in. And I have to be careful that I don't run aground here. Right, so there's a docking area there, but I don't know if this is going to give me a different things to do, because I've not been anywhere but that one. The one place that you can see that's yellow is the only place that I've been. Oh dear. Depends what they are. When you say building pictures, what? No, that's fine, Dutchy, not a problem at all. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. Well, I'll pull in here and I'll find out what it will let me do. How can you check to see if the motherboard works? You can either use a voltmeter that you can check it with, or you can drop it into a PC. You can drop the basics on it. The majority of motherboards now come with onboard graphics and everything. So what you then can do is you drop the chip on it, you power the thing up, and it will load up in basic. I've just been in the loft and found one. Oh, okay. I wouldn't bother. The problem you're going to have is if it's been in the loft, it's probably got damp. It's probably it probably might not be up to the specs of the stuff that we do now anyway. I wouldn't really bother. Right, let me just dock this one in here. It's all wrapped up. Well, it should. I tell you what you ought to do. Get it in a base, get it in a case, get it powered up and see. Has it got a chip on it? Right, so I've discovered somewhere else. That's what this is telling me. So the idea is I have to build up reputation in this one. So I can. So +1, +2. You see, this is all going to cost me money. So at the moment, I'm looking at how I can save money, not how I can spend money. Fuel's going to cost me. That's not too bad. Repair. And I don't repaint. There's no point repainting, is there? Purchase a name change. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. The chip's still on it. What chip's on it? I need to know what chip's on it because that's going to be the issue. Right, guys, I will have to come off because it is now coming up to 10:15. That will give me my 2.5 hour stream. Don't ask. Well, you need to look at what the chip is and find out what it is. That's what you need to do. Now, are we able to save this? Let's have a look. Save career. We'll go for... I'm going to go for an autosave so I can at least go into a different bay. Right, guys. That is it for me. That is it for me. Right, let's have a look if I can move you wonderful people over to some... Have a look who's out there. I would have moved them over to a guy called Alex, what you call him, Bad Alex Gaming, but he's not there. So I'm going to check these people are on because when I go to move people, what happens is they aren't streaming. Oh gosh, he's doing that one. Oh, he's a very lucky man. Right. So what I'm going to do, guys, is apps. Never a problem, Geordie. Thank you. Mad Alex, thank you very much. Dutchy1, thank you very much. And Skipperon69, thank you very much. Mr. C, Dev, guys, thank you. I will be on tomorrow. I will try and do what I can to get on tomorrow. That's what I will do. Exclamation mark. If I can get you over to somebody. Oh, I can't do it while I'm in his chat. That's what I can't do. I'm going to move you over to somebody, guys, but bear with me. Just bear with me a second. Where am I going? Where am I actually going? Let's see if that works. There we go. I'm going to take you over to Mr. T, who is streaming Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haulage. Green Daz, thank you very much as well, and don't be a stranger, and I'll try not to be a stranger in your stream. Guys, thank you very much. I will do my best to be on tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, and
ready?
see you tomorrow.
You ready?
The 50 plus game. The 50 plus game.